Just a quick clarification, the race for the AUC chairmanship position is between Kenya, Djibouti, Mauritius and Madagascar. The Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, Kuppet, wants the government to reconsider its decision on junior secondary and domicile it in secondary rather than primary schools. The union says the move will help in addressing the lack of infrastructure and staff. As you'll hear now from Francis Ntalaki, who reports from Mombasa, the union is also pushing for consolidation of all education funds to offer free education and curb corruption in the education sector.
When my work becomes difficult.
2 years after the junior secondary school program was rolled out by the government, the controversy surrounding its implementation persists. The Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, Kuppet, wants the government to domicile JSS in secondary schools and not in primary schools as earlier directed. Kuppet says it is not too late to avert a crisis come January 2025.
We know very well that many schools will not have met the timelines of preparing classrooms for grade 9.
Our appeal is consider relocating junior secondary to senior secondary to enable the learners not to waste their youthful years, because there they would not be struggling with building additional classes and laboratories. They would just be topping up the members of staff. So the problem would be lesser for the government, and there's still room and there's still time to correct it.
Kuppet says there is lack of preparedness and it's difficult to realize JSS education in primary schools, insisting that grade 9 learners are at an adolescent stage, and this might contribute to unethical behaviors in schools in the near future.
Grade 9 are adolescents, and primary level is up to grade 6. You discover you have an adolescent in a school with very young girls and boys, and with the current kind of immorality we see in the society, we are just staring at danger.
Because other than the classes which have increased in primary, the numbers are also there. And then the issue is not the walls. Teachers can teach anywhere, even under trees. That's what it is. But now, are we resourced adequately? Do we have science equipment to deal with the issues of the learning areas which we have?
Speaking in Mombasa, Kuppet has also fought the cost of a classroom in public schools, saying the education sector is steeped in corruption.
If you have a private school, you can construct a classroom with not more than 600,000. But when it comes to the government, it comes to about 1.3 million. So that is almost double.
With 6,000 classrooms expected to be constructed under the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, the union is proposing consolidation of all funds and bursaries into one basket, saying the move will allow the government to deliver free education from primary school level to university.
That money is enough even to give teachers increment of more than 40%. But because of theft in the industry, members of parliament, even the current move to construct classes is only meant to create money for some members of parliament.
Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migo says the government is committed to deliver the 16,000 classrooms by December 15th. Francis Ntalaki, Citizen TV, Mombasa.